Well, we just got pulled over, and I wasn't even fucking racing. Look, I don't know if you can see him, but fucking police officer pulled me over, state trooper. Yo, what's going on, guys? I just want to give a quick walk around video of my EM1 track car. So yeah, let's check it out. So we're gonna start from the front and move our way to the back. The the front lip is just a eBay lip. I think it's a replica charge speed. I'm not 100% sure. I just know it was eBay for like 30 bucks. The front splitter I actually made myself. It's 3/8 birch, and I just spray painted it. Birch is actually what you want to use for splitters, unless you like want to go real high end and get like a Lumalite and stuff, but that's really expensive. And this way, if I go off track and destroy it, it's just a sheet of birch, so it's like 30 bucks. My buddy welded the brackets up for me off the original tow hooks on the car. Here, I'll show you the brackets if you can see them. Buddy of mine made me these brackets for the splitter. Just basically copied the exact toe mount and then did a 90 so I can bolt the splitter to the 90. Right now I just have pins and cotter pins in because I pull my bumper off to put on my dolly when I'm taking it places, like if I take it to the track or something. So I just put the cotter pins and pins in just for like everyday driving. But I have the bolts in my armrest, so when I get to the track I could bolt it up nice and sturdy. See, these are crane battery box quick disconnects that I use for my bumper. Here's a better shot of the lip and the splitter. Back to those. I think these are just the PCI tow hooks. I don't know, they were on the car when I bought the car. I bought this shell as I bought it as a non-running car. It had a blown B16 in it, the original motor I still have at home. I'm going to be rebuilding that with you guys. So let's while we're right here at the front of the car, we'll talk about the engine bay. This is an HMO B16A, straight from H Motors Online. It's got a cable transmission with LSD. It is the, I think, 89 spec head, so it's actually the lower horsepower. It's the one that comes in the CRXs and the EF hatches and stuff. It's a great motor, super strong. I love it. Runs great. I just have a eBay radiator. My buddy, same guy who made the brackets, actually made me this radiator tie down. Just his name's Phil, Filthy Phil, so he carved a P in it. As far as what's done to the motor, really nothing, just some dress up hardware. I have a bunch more to put on that was on the other B16A. I have a K-tuned timing belt tensioner. It's got literally eBay headers, full eBay exhaust all the way back. I have innovative mounts and the innovative hydro to cable conversion for the transmission. This is just literally junk I had in my garage, intake that I put on. It works. As you guys saw, I just did the Honda intake manifold gasket. It's holding up great. Shaved and painted the intake manifold, and everything else is pretty much stock. It's an extremely stock motor, and that's what I want to keep it at. I do have some Spoon Sports strut tower bars. I have the front and rear Spoon Sports bars. Those were actually on the car when I got it too. I paid $1,000 for the car with the blown motor in it. The only thing I really put on the car, well, I put a bunch of stuff on the car. I put a new motor, I put wheels and tires, brakes, seats. But it came like pretty ready to go out of the box. It was a little beat up, but so let's keep moving on. From the front here, we got my wheels and tires. These are 16x7. I can't remember the exact offset, but they're 16x7 Gram Light 57 optimized. These are like one of my first wheels I've ever owned. They're beat up. I've had them for years, and I just thought these looked really good on the car, and they fit the theme of the car. You know, budget. You know, they're not my best wheels I have, but they look really well on the car, and I mean, I don't factor the wheels into the price of the car. Like I said, I got about $3,500 into this minus wheels and tires. I don't factor those in because, I mean, I switch wheels and tires like I do my shoes, you know. I'm a shoe guy. But so yeah, we put those on. These are Yokohama Advans. I want to say they're the what are they? The AD08s. These are 225 50 16s. I love these tires. These are great tires. I will be getting these tires again. They've lasted me forever. I do need new tires now. They're kind of getting to the end of their life, but I've had these things forever and they're great. I want to get a new set for next year for track. I got the Downstar Spike lug nuts, which are actually beat to hell. Shout out to Frank Downstar. Those are actually for my show car. I will be cleaning those up and putting them back on my show car. I did the Willwood big brake kit. Did new pads, rotors, completely rebuilt the Willwoods. Steel braided brake lines. I replaced all the seals in the calipers and everything. As far as the suspension work on the front end, I completely removed everything. I took the knuckles off. I did new lower ball joints, all Moog. I did tie rod ends, Moog. Wheel bearings, Moog. New hubs. I painted the knuckles. As far as the upper control arms, the camber kits, it was an eBay camber kit that was on the car. So I basically just ordered the Skunk 2 replacement ball joint for their camber kits and used my eBay arms. Now, if you're going to do this at home, I don't recommend this. This is just me trying to save a buck. But the upper ball joints actually will fit into those eBay camber kits. I don't even know where they came from. And the only issue is there's about maybe an eighth in total, so like a 16th off each side of the top of the ball joint on the very top cap of it. So it's like nothing structural, but you got to grind that down with a Dremel, like maybe a 16th on each side to fit it nice and flush inside of the eBay arm, and they work perfectly. And like I said, I don't recommend doing that for anybody else, but for me, it was worth saving a good $100-some on doing that. As far as these struts and springs, it's actually a full body coilover. I think it's the Function and Form Type 1s. Obviously they're not ideal, but they work just fine for being a budget track car. You know, I've had every kind of suspension in the book, and these are just fine for what it is. We'll find out when I really take the car on the track and see how it performs, but the dampening I don't think is adjustable, so that might be an issue. Yeah, there's no adjustable dampening on these. But we'll run them, and like I said, a budget car, so hopefully it works out all right, but I don't think there's going to be too big of an issue with it. Let's see, what else do we got? We got a cracked windshield. That will be the next thing we could fix. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the windshield is cracked. I do need to fix that. I got the J's Racing number plates on the side. Those came on the car. I really like the race car look, quote unquote. My girlfriend did the Advan on the tires for me. I'm going to be making side skirts out of the same stuff I did with my splitter. That's going to be another video, but I am going to use birch, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I cut the rear bumper. The rear bumper is pretty much trashed anyways, so I just was messing around and cut it, and I really enjoy it. So I'm going to get a nicer bumper from like a pull apart or something and do it correctly. As far as the paint goes on the car, it's terrible. It is a Mako paint job, which is the cheapest thing you could get in my area. I didn't get it done. The previous owner did. I mean, it's just fine for what the car is, a beat up old track car. So I don't mind it. I don't care if I scratch it or ding it or rock chips or anything like that. So it's fine with me. Like I said, the exhaust is all eBay. Let's take a look down here, see what she looks like back here. As far as the rear control arms, I'm really not too sure. Those were on the car, like eBay or Blocks or something, not really sure. alignment setup is negative 3.5 all the way around. The front toe is 0.25 out. That's like the best setup for these cars, at least from what I've told my buddy who tracks these. It's the best alignment for them for running these on track. So like I said, it's negative 3.5 camber all the way around on all four, and then 0.25 out toe. So if you guys want to set your stuff up, you know, there's some specs for you. Let's move on to the inside. The inside of the car, a little bit dirty, but so it's just a full interior. I haven't really done too much to the inside. Actually, I've done a lot now that I think about it. I stripped everything out. All the sound deadening has been removed from underneath the carpet. All the sound deadening has been removed in the back. Everything underneath the dash is gone. There is nothing underneath the dashboard anymore besides wiring harness, and I put my fuse box in there. But there's no heat, no air conditioning, no nothing underneath that. Car came with the NRG quick release and a personal steering wheel. I don't mind it because it was in the car. So I don't have a problem with that. It's got the K-Tune shifter, came in the car. I did put the Mugen shift knob on there. I ended up buying these Buddy Club seats. I got them for a screaming deal. I think $350 for both of them, and they're in great condition. I got Crow harnesses. One's my old Crow harness that was in the car. I picked these up for like $40. Or no, less than that. I think $25 for these used. Still actually, oh no, they actually just expired. Just put the Sparco seat rails on, so I have matching seat rails. We'll go to the other side. Show you these matching seat rails. Matching seat rails, which you've probably seen in the last video. I gotta mount this a little bit better, but it's just a stock ECU. And like I said, it's caged. Cage came in the car. Pretty much everything's stripped in the back besides the panels. There's no speakers or anything else in the car. I stripped as much weight as I can without going too... I mean, I guess I went pretty crazy. There's a bunch of stuff I actually stripped out. I should do a whole video on the weight reduction. But the car came with a cage in it. Relocated the battery to the back. It's just my book bag I keep back there with my camera gear and stuff. Second spoon bar for the rear. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I gotta do a shout out to the homies. Obviously, Bro Function, Chirpin' Third, and the Ramblers crew. You guys will be seeing a bunch of those when I get to Gridlife and track days and stuff. A bunch of those guys. Awesome people. But yeah, I just want to do a quick walk around. Had a miserable day, got a speeding ticket.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown.
Actually, when I pulled up here, I realized I have a coolant leak, and I'll show you guys that right now too. I gotta fix that, but you guys probably didn't notice when I first showed you this video. This hose right here, I don't know how well you can see it, but you see how there's just a little crack in there. Just old and from wear. So there was some coolant on the ground when I moved the car over to this spot. So I'm gonna go home and park the car, and then I'll fix that this week. I don't really drive the car too much, but yeah, so that's it. That's the car. People take their car so seriously. I mean, it's good to take your car seriously in the safe sense, but like, you don't have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to have a car to have fun in. Like, I have a car that you guys will be seeing soon that I've spent, I think I totaled it one time, I spent like $25,000, and it's a 92 Honda Civic hatchback. It's a lot of money. You know, you don't need that kind of money, especially for what that car is. You can't even really have fun with it. You can drive it and love it and Sunday driver and go to car shows, but it's not a track car. It's a shaved bay on airbags on CCWs. Like, it's an awesome car, and I really enjoy it. It's not even done yet. You know what I mean? Like, I have 25 grand into a car that I just enjoy looking at and like working on it. I have never even driven the thing yet. So, but the whole point of this car is just to be fun and cheap and enjoy it, and just, you know, not have to worry about getting a nick or a scratch or something on it. You know, it's not like, just go out and have fun, guys. You know what I mean? Do stuff that you like. Who cares what people think? It's your car, it's your build. Do it exactly how you want to do it. You know what I mean? If you wanna put 30 grand into a car, and especially 30 grand into a Honda, do it, man. Like, if you want to do all-wheel drive Turbo K and just destroy everything on the streets, that's awesome, and I'm not going to hate you for it, but just have fun doing it. You know, don't let it bankrupt you. Don't let it control your life. You know, just enjoy yourself. You know, and that's what this car is meant to be. It's meant to just enjoy. It's just, if I get a door ding on it, hey, it's a door ding. If I go off the track with it, hey, whatever, the bumper, I'll get another one at Pull Apart. I'll fix my lip. I'll just order another one from eBay. You know, it's 25 bucks. You know, it's just, you got to enjoy your stuff, and I don't really know what I'm trying to say. Just basically enjoy your car, man. Don't go crazy unless you want to go crazy, and don't let anyone tell you you're stupid for doing that. If you want to put 20 grand into a car, dude, do it. I've done it, you know, and you guys will see. It'll come out really nice, but it's a lot of money to invest. Like I said, about 3,500 bucks into this thing. You can't really go wrong with that. You know, it's fun. Sure as hell isn't it the fastest thing. I would love to do like a supercharger just like next year, maybe eBay turbo kit like at the end of next season, but I really want to track this entire car next season at Gridlife exactly how it is. I want a stock B16A and just track this thing all the way through the Gridlife season to everyone that I can make it to, and see how it does. And I want to improve my skills in driving with this car, and then we'll see how I do at the end of that season. And then next season, I guess I should say not next season, but the season after that, maybe we'll put like some forced induction or something into this. Maybe we'll do a supercharger. I think a supercharger would be really cool because everybody puts turbos on these cars. Supercharge B, I think, would be really fun. And we'll take that to Gridlife the following year and see how that does. But I don't know. Just wanted to make that quick video and give you a quick walk around. But I'm going to go home and, I don't know. I'm going to go home and start editing videos. But thanks for checking the video out. Subscribe, like, share, all that sweet jazz. And don't get any tickets.